Who
Are
said
we
that?
live?
We're live now. Just
Who
now.
said?
Just now.
Okay.
Who said that?
Evening gowns.
Hello. Sorry we're late. We were looking at dresses. Hi, Pudding. How are you? Hi, Linda. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Ann. Okay, I have an update on auction stuff. Ruff, I finally got your stuff packed, and you're probably not even here, but maybe you'll listen later. And I've got the shipping, and I've got to figure that all out. But tomorrow I will have. It's going to ship out. The labels are all printed, and then I'll settle up with you. I'll get the requests out for the other stuff and the shipping. Okay, so that we got that. I had to put it into 2 different boxes. There was no way. It was too much stuff. Couldn't go in one box. Anyway, that's all going out tomorrow. Lisa L. The stuff that you had from before is going out tomorrow finally, and then I'm going to get to your new stuff. And everybody else, I've weighed your stuff and everything, so tomorrow I'm going to go through and give you a request, and then it'll be shipped between tomorrow and Wednesday, okay? Thank you for having patience. It's been crazy. Anyway, so that's all. That's good. Now, the Murdaugh trial is going to continue tomorrow with the defense. And, I'm sorry I'm late. So, there is, what was I going to say? Something else. I don't know what I was going to say. Oh, Debbie Collier got her autopsy. We've got her autopsy results here. So let me get on to, I'm not even on the right YouTube. You know what? I haven't even been around YouTube. I'm checking. I just saw your quote to me, and I will say they always are, right? Okay. Okay, here's my live now. Now I'm in the right live. Okay, let me go to, I feel like I took a walk today because it's going to be really cold the next few days. We're going to get ice and snowstorms and stuff. Well, ice storms. I hope we don't lose electricity. So I figured it was nice. Let me take a walk. Did that. All right, so let's see what her autopsy reveals, that she had burns to 80% of her body and no explanation of suicide. Let's see what this is going to tell us. Here's a picture of her when she was walking into that store. Hours before disappearing, when they said she left a Family Dollar store in Clayton, Georgia, before she was reported missing. So it says her body was 80% burned when she was found in the ravine 60 miles away from her home. The report is done by the GBI and obtained, and let's see, it raises more questions about her shocking death. Now, her death was ultimately ruled a suicide, despite them saying it was a homicide for months. She was found dead in a ravine in a wooded area of Habersham County, more than an hour north of her Athens, Georgia home. The officials quickly opened a murder investigation. Remember, she sent that text to her daughter and that money, and then the daughter's boyfriend just happened to need that amount of money, right? Yeah. And then they said they found her car, which was a rental car because her car was allegedly in the shop getting fixed. And then they found her out on this ravine, like clutching a tree, partially naked with a tarp. And now they're saying 80% of her body was burned. The report said that she had died from inhalation of superheated gases, thermal injuries, and a hydrocodone intoxication. Now, she often took those hydrocodone painkillers. They were prescribed to her because she had a back injury. The autopsy revealed thermal injuries of the external body surface and of the tracheal mucosa, the windpipe. No deposited soot in the airway and no significant elevation of blood carboxyhemoglobin, which notes that no other significant injuries were noted, and these findings are and may be due to a sudden intense flash fire as well as an outdoor environment of the fire, said GBI. The officials noted that the melted gas can, which was found near the burn site, perhaps was the source of the flash fire. Medical examiners said that Debbie Collier was discovered with third-degree burns to her face, charred portions of her scalp, and charred leathery skin throughout her body. The autopsy report doesn't explain how her death was ruled a suicide beyond a quick line that states investigation by law enforcement revealed circumstances consistent with a self-intentional act and that she was alone at the time of the incident. And here's where her car, the rental car, was parked. Uh-oh. What happened to the picture? There it is. Georgia police described her death in late September as personal and targeted, but never publicly named any suspects. A lot of people assume the daughter was in on it because of the money, because of the strange text, because they said the daughter was the one that, said she was missing and said her purse was there when she clearly had her purse going into that Family Dollar store. So, yeah, didn't really solve a whole heck of a lot there, right? Okay. Okay, now, next we are going to go, I'm just cleaning my glasses because they're so freaking dirty. Okay. Next, let's look at Murdaugh. Shortly after finding his wife and son shot, he was searching for a restaurant and reading a bikini text. So let's see what that's about.
A bikini text?
Yes.
Did you say? Oh,
yes. Okay. So let's go over here. So his phone records show, now this is so weird, okay? Because I ate at this restaurant that he searched in. I ate at this restaurant with Scooter and with Janae. And he searched for this restaurant, Whaley's in Edisto. He searched for that in his Safari browser at 10:40 p.m. while he was still at the blood-soaked crime scene and just 15 minutes after the first cop arrived. Now, I don't know why he would be searching for Whaley's, because Whaley's is definitely not open then. They don't stay open late. Nothing in Edisto stays open late. So to search for that at 10:40 p.m., that was strange why he'd be searching for Whaley's. But I guess Whaley's must be excited they got a shout out there. That's pretty crazy. The restaurant he searched is one of the oldest in Edisto, where the Murdaugh's house was. And the menu, I didn't even notice this. This menu has an item, Maggie's favorite burger. So they actually named a burger after Maggie. I don't even remember. We didn't have burgers. We had, what did I eat that day? I know Scooter had fried oysters. I know Janae had shrimp and grits. And I'm trying to figure out what the heck I had. I think I had some kind of seafood platter thing. I know there were like scallops and shrimp and stuff. So, okay. But I don't remember Maggie's burger. That's interesting. So, they don't know, if that is Maggie's burger, but whatever. At 10:40 p.m., Alex searched Whaley's Edisto. At 10:49 and 19 seconds to 10:50 and 2 seconds, his iPhone shows that he traveled 244 steps. At 10:44, his iPhone connects to My Chevrolet Bluetooth. At 10:44:20, Alex calls Richard Buster Murdaugh. And at 10:44:39, his Suburban shows device connected to iPhone. And then see, this is Whaley's, and this is, I'm going to show you this. This is exactly, I'll show you exactly where we were sitting. We were in this place. We ate outside. We ate at this table we ate at a table right in front of this window. We went inside, but we wanted to eat outside. And we ate right there, right over here. Whaley's. It's one of the oldest restaurants in Edisto. When he reached his mother's house, he parked near outbuildings in the woodland away from the main house. Prosecutors say that he was stashing evidence there after the murders. He met with his mother, who's in the advanced stages of dementia, and he appears to have spent much of that time that he spent with his mother making calls and sending messages, and then he drove back to his house, hitting up to 80 miles per hour, where he eventually said he found his wife and son's bodies. After completing his 911 call, he raced back to his house. Returning minutes later, he told the officer on the crime scene that he'd gone to collect the gun because of the brutal nature of the crime scene. Okay, he pinned the blame on the killings back to Paul's legal problems, saying he should have known. Well, this is a long story. I quote him saying, "My son was in a boat wreck. He's been getting threats. I know that's what it is." And let's see. Murdaugh's legal team maintains that prosecutors incorrectly locked in on Murdaugh's guilt from the start. They never looked for anybody else. They spent all their time trying to jam bits of evidence that can be explained away or leave an incomplete picture of the story. And I quote Dick Harpootland saying, "There's no direct evidence, there's no eyewitnesses, there's nothing on camera, there's no fingerprints, there's no forensics tying him to the crime. None." Okay, let me go to his bikini text. Yeah, got a bikini text. I wonder why he was looking for Whaley's. That is kind of weird. Why would he be looking at Whaley's? Maybe he thought somebody was there. Could he think Buster was there? Or what was that about? Why would he call Whaley's?
For dinner for tomorrow night?
No. I don't know why he would call Whaley's. That is so weird. I wonder if anybody worked there that he could have been trying to get a hold of. Maybe he was. Let's see. Okay, I don't know what I want. Okay. It's going to bother me. I'm going to think why he was searching Whaley's. I wonder. I bet you somebody he knew worked for him. Whaley's, so funny. Okay, so let's go to his bikini text. So special agent from SLED, Peter Radofsky, analyzing the phone data, said that he was opened a group text message about a picture of a woman in a bikini from a friend, and he Googled the restaurant Willie's in Edisto Beach around 10:40 p.m. after placing the 911 call. And about 15 minutes after they arrived, the first responders and everybody arrived on scene. So he opened up a group text message about and I quote, a picture of a woman in a bikini from a friend. So that's what was, that's what he was doing. And then searching whaleys. I just don't know what he was searching whaleys for. That's so interesting.
Now this is before or after the murder?
After. I don't think that would be very odd. So, and the SLED agent said, I do think that would be very odd given the scene, the whole situation, that you're on the phone constantly. I'm standing over my wife and son and just witnessing that for the first time. I would think that would be, for someone to be on their phone constantly like that right after the given scene and situation, I would think it's very odd. I'd be in a state of shock personally, he added. He also called a videographer that he hadn't spoken to in years on the night of the murders. And they're saying, well, he might have been home. He might have been in a state of shock after the murders and just doing this stuff, right? Yep. And he maintained that he was napping at the time of the murders and then drove to see his mother, who has dementia. But his phone and him, the clincher for me is him having Maggie's phone and that phone traveling at 42 miles an hour. And Hillbilly did say something like, can you imagine if in his craziness he had Maggie's phone for whatever reason, and that he, I want this shut, that he put the phone on the top of his car and just took off, and that phone flew into that field. But I know that sounds something, but I don't think so. I don't think so, but you never know, I guess. All right, shut that. So yeah, I don't know. And then what else do we have on the thing? So we did we're gonna look at the Mardi Gras shooting. My hair is wet. Still wet. All right. Let's see. So it killed 1 and wounded 4. A teenager died, and a 4-year-old girl was among the wounded when the gunfire broke out along the route of the celebrated New Orleans Mardi Gras parade. 21-year-old man was quickly arrested, and 2 guns were recovered at the scene, where police were already out in force. After initially putting the man in jail on a charge of illegally carrying a weapon, police said late Monday that the man faced a charge of second-degree murder. It's unclear if other arrests were imminent. Sunday night shooting happened on St. Charles Avenue after they made it to the halfway point of its 5-mile route. The procession of marching bands, dance troupes, and 32 elaborate floats draws thousands of locals and tourists each year. Performers had passed through the city's historic Garden District and were nearing the central business district when the gunfire sent panic onlookers running for cover. The teenager who died was between the ages of 15 and 18. The other 4 victims included a 4-year-old girl and 3 adults, 2 men and a woman ranging in age from 18 to 24. They were treated and released from the hospital. This was an isolated incident. She and other park officials noted that the shooting marred what had largely been a peaceful carnival celebration this year. So let's see what's going on here. Okay, so remember the bike path killer in New York City?
Yes.
So now the feds seek eye for an eye for him. Let's see what we've got over here. We talked about this last week too. Okay. So the lawyers for the man who was convicted of killing 8 people along a Manhattan bike path say prosecutors are seeking eye for an eye justice using tearful testimony from victims and their families to convince the jury to order death for him. They asked the judge to declare, the defense asked the judge to declare a mistrial, which they always do, saying, and I quote, "The government's victim impact evidence has been laden with emotional testimony, improper references to and characterizations of the defendant and his crime, and appeals to jurors' emotions and sympathy for the victims and their plight." That request came late last week as the lawyers prepared to begin presenting evidence to support their arguments against the death penalty as early as Tuesday when the trial resumes and prosecutors complete their presentation. Late Monday, prosecutors filed a response to the defense's request for a mistrial, saying it was meritless and that emotional testimony by and about victims does not approach, much less cross the bounds of the law. They added that the contested testimony did not offer opinions or characterizations of the crime, did not comment on the appropriate sentence, and did not, by any means, otherwise render the trial fundamentally unfair. Defense lawyers also complained that the prosecutors followed up a testimony by playing recorded jail phone calls between the defendant and his children in which they described an obvious attempt to invite jurors to exact revenge on the defendant for the sake of the children. This is nothing more than an appeal for an eye of justice that encourages the jury to ignore or disregard any mitigation and an otherwise irreconcilable with the jury's task, to soberly weigh the evidence in aggravation to determine whether the defendant deserves the ultimate punishment. The defense lawyers also said a mistrial might be necessary because of the emotional testimony by couple of those that gave their victims impact statements, and the mother of his children, having wept and sobbed through most of her testimony, it's in visible fits of anger at times. They said it was just an appeal to passion and emotion. Of course, the defense is not criticizing the witnesses for their grief and pain they feel over the loss, but he said it's indisputable that the penalty phase of a federal capital proceeding is not the forum for victims to freely express their emotions or vent their rage and torment. So they're not liking the victims' impact statements, and they feel that it's biasing the jury on voting for the death penalty. So we'll see what happens there. And
Well, that's what the victims' impact statements are for, to move the jury into voting for the death penalty.
And well, there, to explain how they feel. So now we have, so we covered all of that, I think. Okay, so that was that. What else is going on in life out there? Let's see. There you are. You are, what did you say? You had a sandwich. When did, no, I definitely didn't have a sandwich. I definitely got seafood, Janae. And it's good to see you. You had shrimp and grits. I know I had scallops. I did. I'll tell you, I'm going to look at the menu right now and I'm going to tell you what I had at Willie's, okay? I definitely didn't have a sandwich. I'm not a sandwich. Like, I wouldn't go out to Willie's and have a sandwich. You should know that, Janae. You had shrimp and grits. I know that. You said it was so good. And I think we also had some kind of an appetizer. I think we got fried pickled chips or something like that, didn't we? Okay. That might have been, yeah. Okay, Willie's. Let me grab the menu. And I'll tell you what I had. You had a special. I don't think yours was okay, so here's where this starters. Let me pull this over here. I think we had these fried dill pickle chips. Okay, and sandwiches. I didn't have a sandwiches. I had, let's see, you had shrimp and grits. It is on the menu. Look at that. You had shrimp and grits. What did I eat? All of the above plus a crab cake. Golden fried oysters, flounder shrimp.
Oh, all of that sounds really good, Karen.
Now you're playing with me. I know I had scallops. I don't even see scallops here. Is this the right menu, Janae?
It has to be. I mean,
Well, maybe we had a lunch special. I think we looked at this. Didn't we look at this? No, maybe not.
I'm gonna get what Janae gets when I'm there. If we go,
I think we were there on a Monday.
I want a real experience. There's like a shrimp and grits. I want like.
I definitely did not get a sandwich. I definitely didn't.
Caroline, Samuel got a sandwich.
Yeah. Sam. Yeah. No, I definitely didn't get that. I did not get it.
So maybe the menu is, look at the specials are different for the week.
They don't have the scallops there, so.
The bird dog, crispy fried chicken
Their
tenders.
stuff all says served with raw fries. What are raw fries?
Raw
fries.
They're probably fresh fries. They probably have the potatoes right there. Oh my God, I'm hungry.
There's a Murdaugh crispy fried chicken dinner.
I don't see Maggie. Oh, here's Maggie's favorite burger. It's only
Is it on there?
$7.95. It's on the kids menu.
Is it really on there?
I'm not going to
Yeah.
go into a place and order a burger unless it's for the one Kevin and I went to. That burger.
I definitely didn't have a sandwich. I know. Crab cake, shrimp and grits. I freaking know I had scallops. They must have had a special.
I'm hungry.
They had to have had a special. They had to have. Our menus: dinner menu, lunch menu.
Scooter says chicken she thinks you had.
I did not have chicken, Scooter. You had what? Oysters. I remember that. I had some kind of seafood. It was only fried. Remember, there was no choice to get it broiled or anything. It was fried, and I know I had scallops. I had shrimp on a burger. That was great.
Oh, there's something for Nicole.
Did you go to Whaley's, Kevin?
What is it called?
Sushi nachos or something I just saw.
What is
fly
that? Can
by.
you read it? That's about the sushi nachos?
It was sushi something like
Prime rib sandwich. No, I wouldn't have gotten that. Pork chop sandwich, I definitely wouldn't have gotten that. A big ugly
No,
burger, I
not
would
pork
not have
chop.
gotten that.
That's not for me.
Evansville
Ugh.
ribbon, no. Flounder sandwich, Beyond Veggie, no.
Okay,
Definitely wouldn't have
Carolyn,
done
Oh,
any of that.
Scooter had a
No.
chicken
No,
sandwich.
Carolyn,
Because-
the special was shrimp and grits. I know it was. It wasn't on the menu. The special was shrimp and grits.
You had a
Yes,
chicken
She
sandwich.
did, Scooter. She had a chicken sandwich. I did not have a chicken sandwich. I would not do that, Janae. I know 100%. I
What
wonder
did
if
you
I have
get
a
it,
picture
Carolyn?
of my food. I probably took a picture of my food.
All right, well, it's okay, Carolyn. It's not a big deal, is it?
Well, I probably even say it in the video what I went and got at Willie's.
I don't remember.
I know I will. We need a video indexer
I know.
who
You
has
need
a
to start
spreadsheet
dating them.
and can
Yeah.
watch them and put the highlights, like this is when she explains what she got at Whaley's and all that stuff, please. Does
Here's a
anybody
drink,
want to apply
Happy.
for that?
Happy
Okay.
wifey. It's the name of the
Black
drink.
cherry. Black cherry.
Chicken,
What?
because they didn't have the scallops. They did have them. I would never get chicken there. I wouldn't do it. They didn't even have chicken.
Did they
I
have
remember
chicken?
you
I
were
didn't see-
taking pictures of that lady's dog. Remember Scooter in the baby carriage?
She said, yes, you did. I was mad because y'all ordered Northern food.
No, I did not order northern food. I just didn't get shrimp and grits. I should have got the shrimp and grits. I should have tried the shrimp and grits.
What is shrimp and grits? Can you explain it to me what it is? I've never had that either.
Cream of wheat with shrimp running around in it.
It's inside of it, though.
I'll explain to you. Let's see.
I don't know if I like it touching, you know.
Oh, it's definitely touching.
Oh, geez. I'll try.
Shrimp and grits is a traditional dish in the Low Country. Wow, it's actually of the Low Country. I didn't
Oh
know
my
that.
gosh, Miss
I
Carolyn,
didn't
we
know
all
it
have
was
that.
of the Low Country.
Let's see it.
But it is. It is a traditional dish in the Low Country of the coastal Carolinas and Georgia in the United States. It is a traditional breakfast dish, though many consider it more of a lunch or supper dish. Elsewhere, grits are accompanied by fried catfish or salmon croquettes. Well, in the Low Country, where you go, you want shrimp and grits. And Bobby Flay makes it. And there's, New York Times has a recipe on it. My daughter would eat this. My daughter would eat this in a heartbeat. My daughter eats anything. Let's see. Here's what,
Okay, Linda said shrimp and grits are the best. Hi, Whisper. How are
yeah, I'll
you?
pull over some pictures of shrimp and grits. There's kind
Yeah,
of different
me too.
pictures on it.
I'd
I'm-
love
I'm,
to.
I'm so
Careful.
hungry because I did not eat dinner tonight. I only had some yogurt. That's what I had. And I'm starving now, and this is looking really good.
I'm hungry.
I would go for this. This looks like comfort food. When you first got it, Janae, I was like, oh, Janae, why did you get that? And then you're like, this is so good.
Let me see this. Oh my gosh, that looks really good. Is this what it is?
Yeah,
Scooter says, did you have shrimp or something?
I did. I had shrimp and scallops, I believe it was.
So the shrimp and grits, it's bacon in it, bacon, a scallion, shrimp, a little bit of
Well,
pepper.
no, that, I don't know. It's like all differently prepared, right, Janae?
Oh, Whisper never had grits.
I know she didn't have no scallops. She
Linda
had
says
chicken
grits are
or
pork.
burger, but I think she had
Yeah,
chicken. No, I did not. I'll find out. I'll find my receipt and everything, Janae.
She
I
had
kept
chicken
everything.
or burger, but I think she said I know she didn't have scallops. And Scooter said, right, Janae, she did not have scallops.
Doesn't that look good, Scooter? Don't you wish we had shrimp and grits?
Yes, it
I know
does
you
look good.
tried the shrimp and grits from somebody. I think Janae gave you
So
some.
that you can have it for breakfast, you can have it for, oh my gosh, look at all the different styles at the
Yeah.
top. You want to try it, Margot?
Nope.
You wouldn't try that, Margot?
Margot
Yeah.
doesn't like seafood.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, it looks good, Deborah. I wish you could go. Please try.
I think it looks delicious.
Hey, girl. Hey, Whisper.
Hi, Whisper.
Hey, girl. Hey.
I think it looks really good.
Carolyn had ramen noodles, I think Kevin said.
No, I didn't. I had yogurt.
I had ramen noodles.
There's nothing wrong with ramen noodles.
No.
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 Although there's a lot of sodium.
I don't like the MSG and the sodium. I can't do it.
My
Yes,
husband makes his
Jared.
own vomit,
Lots of
but he
sodium.
doesn't use. My husband doesn't use the flavor packet. He makes his own. But he's using rice noodles now.
That's a good idea.
Mhm.
Rice noodles?
What does he use instead of a flavor packet, Nicole?
He makes a broth, his own broth,
Oh.
and it's really, really good.
Caca. You don't like seafood either, Barb? Oh, Barb.
She doesn't like what?
That's why she agreed with my
She doesn't
explanation
like
of
seafood at
shrimp
all.
and grits. I said
I don't like
cream of
seafood
wheat
only.
with-
Sea bass and
Cream of
salmon.
wheat,
and
right?
tuna.
Right, Margot?
I
No,
love
it's
Cream of
not.
wheat with
I'm
Linda
hungry.
said-
Yeah,
Linda
Barb
said-
says caca.
No,
Caca,
grits-
however you say
grits-
that.
I'm so
Grits
hungry right
is
now.
corn, guys, not wheat. So cream of wheat is
I'm just
different
gonna get a
than
little
grits.
more yogurt
looks
because I
like cream of wheat.
Yes, I
Tastes-
like cream of wheat, but I hate
Grits
grits.
is made from corn? Really?
Barb said caca.
Yeah, I know. I can't say that word right.
You have to say it like, get out of there. It's caca. How does he develop the broth? What's in it, Nikki? Oh gosh.
Do you
Let me
eat fish,
find out.
Margot?
Yeah, I like fish.
I'm
Oh, they
texting.
have really good fish at the one place. I can't think of the name of the one.
I want that shrimp so bad now.
Well, I hope we find a restaurant like
I'm
that on
asking.
Folly Beach.
I can't wait
Well,
till
there's
June. Oh yeah, they have it on Folly Beach. They have a what
You
was
know
that
what?
one?
There's
Longhorn. Oh,
way more restaurants.
yeah,
Oh,
because it's a little
good.
more
That's
commercialized. But not really commercialized, but just a little bit more.
Yeah, they do.
I'm
Way
glad I
more.
like more commercialized.
Yeah, me too.
Did you have clam chowder to Scooter asked?
No, I did not
I
have
like
clam chowder.
Love
Nope.
it.
Evan would like to try a loaded shrimp scallop and grits. Ooh, yes. Do they have that?
What's that loaded with?
Do they
We're gonna
have the
we're
shrimp
gonna
scallops
go find a seafood place too and get a whole bunch of crab
crab
legs.
leg? Oh, me too.
That.
Why? I want to get all the crab legs. Carolyn, I'm going in on that.
You don't like crab legs, El? More for us.
Good. I'll give them to you.
Oh my God. Who likes, Linda, do you like crab legs? I know Linda must like crab
I like
legs.
crab cakes.
Crab cakes? Yeah.
Crab
yeah.
cakes.
I like the legs.
I like clam chowder, the white kind.
Yeah. That's
I'll just have a bucket of
Oh,
crab
yeah.
legs, thank you.
Chowder. There's the Manhattan, the Rhode Island, and the.
I'm with Carolyn there. And Linda loves crab. Linda's in. Sharon,
Mel,
do
you'll
you
have to make your own crab cake out of the legs.
do you like
Yeah.
crab, Sharon?
They don't have crab cakes, Margot?
You get your exercise while you're.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we're gonna buy them and just boil them and eat them.
Yeah, I know how to make them. I know how to steam them. I know how to boil them. Trust me, I make them all the time here. Even from frozen, fresh, all of it. I can help.
We're gonna have a real seafood boil this time.
Yes, we are. Yep. We're going to go to the store and be
Janae is
prepared.
gonna be throwing the stuff all over the newspaper on the table.
Oh,
Dive in.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be great.
I'll have a burger.
I always
Grill.
thought she was gonna be
Seafood?
good.
You don't like seafood, El?
I like sea bass. I like salmon. I like tuna fish.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know the rules, okay? There is a couple of rules. There are no deviled eggs,
I don't
hard-boiled
like deviled
eggs,
eggs. I don't
or
like deviled
tuna fish in the beach house.
Well, she's probably talking grilled tuna anyway. It's different than
Yeah.
out of the can.
Okay, yes, grilled tuna is acceptable, but no canned tuna, no deviled eggs.
I don't like deviled eggs.
Okay, good. No
Yeah,
hard-boiled
we-
eggs.
Roto Telecast said we'll
Caca.
expect to see a lot of good food, then videos and pictures. Yeah. they'll
Oh
be nice.
yes,
Oh,
we will.
yes. We're going to take a special picture, too.
I'll take a picture of every single thing I eat.
Yeah.
Oh,
You do?
do better too,
We
Scooter.
know so many people want to see it.
Yeah, I'd love to. I would be interested in watching that after. That would be a nice
All
memory
our
to have.
fans. All our fans.
Scooter says she's so
Hi,
nauseous. that
fans.
she's
Okay,
Good
everybody's
old
got to
days
do our fan
going back
wave.
to sleep.
Why are you not feeling good, Scooter?
Who's
What's
not
going
feeling well?
No, she said she's been
Scooter.
nauseous all day. Scooter,
Oh,
she's going
Scooter.
back
You
to
haven't?
sleep.
You have any Zofran? Oh, I
You're
hope so.
sick, Scooter?
You're
Oh.
feeling nauseous.
Uh-oh. Feel better,
no, look
Scooter.
what Kevin's said. Don't read Kevin's comment then. The Scooter's not going to feel good.
Uh-oh.
Ugh.
What did Kevin
High
write?
Speed Drifter says, I heard that the tuna at Subway aren't even tuna. Oh, I can't eat. Ugh, caca. I
Is
can't
that
eat
true? I got tuna from
Oh, Subway
Subway
tuna.
today.
Oh, dear. You won't be doing that when you're driving in the car with me.
What happened?
No, I don't even want to hear it.
Oh my God, I
Not
didn't
even
get
reading.
sick.
You
I didn't
won't
get
be
sick.
stopping
Is
for
there
tuna
even
sandwiches,
Subway there?
Nicole.
You know, most of these beach towns, they have regular restaurants. They don't have like fast
Food, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
as much anyway, I don't think.
No. But why would he be searching for whalies?
I'm looking forward to a bigger selection.
Why would he be
Maybe-
searching for whalies?
I mean, I don't know.
For
why.
tomorrow night. For the
No.
next night.
Maybe
Why
if
not?
maybe
Come
we'll
on.
see him. Maybe we'll see him there if he gets.
No, I
there.
think he would have been searching because he had I don't know. Maybe he
A date the next night.
No.
Why not?
Oh, I don't
He
know.
wasn't expecting to get arrested, I don't think.
It was minutes after the police arrived. I want more seafood this trip. Yeah, me too. And I really want to go to a fresh seafood place, and I'm going to buy like
Okay.
a vat of crab legs.
Me too.
Of that.
A
You know
vat,
what,
yes.
Carolyn?
Okay,
You and I are going to be in there.
I'm
cooking
down
up.
for that.
And they'll be like,
I'm down.
"Are they done yet?"
Down
Nope,
for
they're
that.
still cracking away in there.
The one thing you don't
You
want
know,
to do.
the good
is
thing
op-
about having crab is that you get to work off your meal while you're eating it.
Yeah,
no,
cracking.
You don't need to
Calories.
work off your meal if you cook it right. The problem is a lot of people overcook
No, I'm
it.
talking about cracking the
No,
crab.
like cracking and then cramping
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
pulling and tugging
You
and
work all
sucking
the-
it
you work
out.
all
Yeah.
the calories off. You
Oh,
know,
that's true.
absolutely a calorie-less
Oh,
meal.
that's good news for you today. Folly will have shrimp and grits, she says.
Shrimp and grits.
I'd
Well, if
like
they
it.
had it in Edisto, there's no reason why they wouldn't have it in Foley. In fact,
What?
a couple of restaurants I looked at had a lot of stuff on the menu. I'm trying to remember the name of the one that was.
Yeah, there was a really good one over there. A really
Yeah.
good one. Let me see.
I'm getting hungry.
Right by the house.
Yeah,
I shouldn't say that.
I know. They can't get in anyway. They're all rented.
That's true.
Snooze you lose. Snooze you lose. So the 10 best in Foley Beach say they are Lost Dog Cafe,
Ooh.
Slice of Folly. What are we talking about? We want to look at seafood, mister. The longboard. I think that was.
I think that was it.
Was it the long? I think so.
I think that's where my friend said
Oh,
that
what
she
is-
would eat me. Do you remember?
I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me see. Best
Right, the
seafood in
Crab
Folly
Shack. Crab
Yes.
Shack, the best seafood restaurant in Foley Beach.
Beach. Really?
The
Crab Shack?
That's the one. Yep.
Oh,
that's the one
you just said it and it just popped up right here and they have big crab legs.
Let's
Yes.
look.
Huge.
The last time when we saw that other one, it had crab legs all over the cover and then it didn't have it on there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look, the Crab Shack.
The crab is back at the Crab Shack.
What was the name of the really fancy restaurant you went to in the other place you went last year?
There was no fancy restaurant.
Yeah, there was one.
None.
Yes, I went with
There
Linda.
was?
Yes, I went with Linda and Scooter.
You went with
Carolyn,
Yeah.
Carolyn, shellfish can be eaten by the bucketful at the relaxed joint.
See,
serving seafood.
I bet you this is one that has all you can eat crab legs like in
I
Clearwater.
want to go. Can we please go?
Yes, I will definitely go.
Oh my God, I'll go with you, Carol, and I will go with you. I will go in on it.
It has crab legs, corn, and shrimp
Yeah, but look,
Bucket. Yes.
look at that. Look at
They
that.
have flounder. They have flounder. Flounder's good.
Skip the
So
flounder. I'll
full,
take
you
those
won't
crab
even
legs.
eat the corn. You won't even eat the corn. You'll just eat look at all the crabs.
Look at the crab. Oh my God. Do they have all you can eat? Oh my
I
God.
wonder if they have that's calamari.
I'll eat it. I don't care if it's all you can eat. I'll like order 3 of them if I have to. Look at all.
Oh gosh, that looks so good.
Doesn't that? Ooh. There's
10
some
best seafood spots in South Carolina.
You can't handle
Right.
it.
Overflowing buckets of fresh seafood. Great
Overflowing
barbecue,
buckets.
daily specials, and a rockin' happy hour.
Oh my god,
Overflowing.
that food looks freaking amazing. Are you kidding me?
There's one in Foley Beach,
Oh my
West
god.
Ashley, and Cooshaw Creek, wherever that is. There's a Hank's seafood restaurant too. There's a bunch of them.
Lobster tail would be great too. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Oh yeah.
I'll eat the whole lobster. I eat the
They
whole.
have quite an extensive menu for Margot. Like you could get flounder. I don't know how you feel about flounder, but flounder's a nice mild white fish. Without
Oh, I'd like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, flounder.
Flounder too. Mm. Oh, they have she crab, snow crab.
No crab. Do they have like the blue crab, the hard shell crab, or soft shell crab is the blue crab? You could eat the whole shell. They fry it up. It's so good.
You know, that's what Sandy's always talking about. Remember she's like, go get like $200 worth of those crabs, and I'm like, what? Yeah.
What?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not?
I've never had that. I just have the crab legs. I'm so happy with the freaking crab legs.
Heck, it's Sandy. I don't know how far it is, but it's one of the
Chicken
stuff.
Margot. They have all kinds of stuff.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
The crab legs so bad. I'm so hungry right now. It's like not even funny.
Me too.
Oh, I'm hungry
What did I
too.
just eat? I just ate an
They
orange.
have
High
crab
speed drifter
cakes.
says crabs are giant spiders.
That's not doing
Same
a thing.
family.
That orange is not doing a thing for me.
Mm.
I'm so hungry for like shrimp.
Shrimp and crab casserole.
I wish things were open at night.
Blue crab. It's blue crab. Fried shrimp and crab cake combo. Red rice and collards. Ooh, seafood platter. Shrimp
No,
scallops.
see,
flounder.
Linda's like no soft shell for me. I've never had it, so I don't know. Kevin's
That's
like, I didn't have a
Oh.
big appetite last trip. I was watching my waistline.
Who said that?
Kevin.
Get out of here.
No, he just said he didn't have a big appetite. I threw in watching his waistline. You know,
This
because he
is
walks
Barb
around
with her
naked all the time.
caca
Yeah,
again.
you know, we didn't eat a lot. We really didn't.
No, we ate
Snow
like one
crab
meal a
and
day.
Shrimp bucket. I want the.
But I could
snow
eat a
crab.
bucket of crab legs.
Oh, I could.
And season.
We could have a crab leg eating contest
Yeah,
and someone could sponsor the winner.
Are you kidding? I'm down for that.
I would.
You'd
I
be
would eat.
surprised how much crab I can eat.
Oh my
You
gosh, I
haven't
could eat
eaten
crab
crabs,
forever.
You know, we can all eat it. I could
Yeah.
too.
Don't fill up on the
Crab.
bread, potatoes, nothing, just the crab, that's all.
Just a crab.
That's it.
Oh.
No, well, I don't know. I like a good salad. too. Give me some, I'm happy to.
You're having a
I'm
grilled
finding some
cheese
good
and dill
restaurants. I'm
pickles.
finding some good restaurants.
That's good.
I don't know why I'm getting severe pounding headaches every day. I feel worse at night pounding in my eyes. What's your blood?
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, how's your blood pressure? Do you have anything other than is it sinus? Is it sinus headache? Is it right behind your eyes? Do your teeth hurt? Because if it does, that's a good indicator that it's a sinus headache.
infection. Mm.
And
Might have a
if
sinus
you're
infection.
pounding in your ears and your eyes, you got to check your blood pressure. Please check your blood pressure.
Yeah, check your blood pressure.
Where
too.
does it hurt?
She said that it's severe pounding headaches every day. It's worse at night. Pounding in
Where?
her eyes, and her head.
A migraine. It's a migraine.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Adventures with Beth said someone served her ramen noodles with 1 pack of shrimp seasoning and the chicken, and I stopped breathing. Yikes.
She's severely allergic
She
to.
said she can't even go to a seafood restaurant and not order seafood. She's that allergic.
She can't even if she orders a
Oh,
burger.
just by being around the
Who
seafood.
said that? Who said that?
Yeah,
Adventures
I'm
with
not
Beth.
gonna lie. My son, before Gia, had a girlfriend that was allergic to seafood. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was difficult for everyone.
Wow.
I mean, I it's if that was his choice, that was his choice. But I'm not gonna lie that Gia is fine with seafood. It's great.
Right. Oh, I
Listen to
could.
this, Nicole. A
Hmm?
Krabby Mary, okay?
Tell
Shack's
me.
House Bloody Mary mix, absolute pepper rimmed glass with Shack's seafood seasoning, served with lemon,
I
lime,
have to get over the
celery,
yogurt. I thought the orange was
pepperoni,
gonna do
and
it.
a
It's
crab
not.
leg.
I'm so
You
sorry.
get a crab leg in your glass. You throw
I
that
would-
Bloody Mary glass.
I would love to.
I'd have that. Oh, I had to say,
Do
keep
you
the
think we
vodka.
can have
You
the
do
meet?
everything.
Can we have the meet and greet at the? Let's look at the best seafood restaurant. Have the meet and greet there.
Do you want to? Yeah, we could have a meet.
Everybody's got to get their headshots.
Yeah, we should do a meet and greet and find a place that.
Crab balls.
Yes.
What do you mean do a meet and greet?
Well, for us because we,
Artichoke dip. Oh my god.
Hmm?
She crab
I don't
soup.
get it. What do you mean a meet and greet?
Or everybody could meet and greet us at a
We
fancy.
we
Pork
sign
carb-
autographs with
we
our
have pork
headshots.
sandwiches, Margot.
Yes.
Cheeseburgers.
Scooter got new headshots in a sequins dress.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get a new sequins
That.
dress too and get my
Oh, they have
headshots.
seafood baskets too. Fried flounder basket.
Print about 100
Fried
8x10
baby
glossies.
Shrimp, whatever that is. Shrimp.
$10
flounder,
a piece signed.
Clam soups. That sounds good.
Yeah, Christine's saying the headaches are in the back of her head.
Oh gosh.
Stress. That's a stress headache.
Yeah, it could be. But I just, just
That's
make sure.
I get them.
Migraine.
Yeah, she's gonna go to urgent care tomorrow.
Oh yeah, they've got
Yeah, for
flounder.
eyes.
Yeah, I
for
would
eyes.
like the captain's platter because it comes with shrimp,
too.
scallops, flounder, and clam. Mm.
Oh.
But no crab legs, huh?
Not the captain's platter. No, sorry.
Sounds
I
good,
like
Kevin.
Mahi, but I don't do mahi.
Mahi.
Seafood. It's shrimp, scallops, and mahi.
Yeah, me.
Key lime pie. Mm.
Sharon, are you gonna get your sequins dress?
Oh yeah.
Make sure you get a Sharpie that is not the color of your dress. So when you sign the picture, it doesn't blend in.
Oh, okay.
So if you're wearing a black dress, you can't use a black Sharpie. If you're wearing a red dress, don't bring a red Sharpie.
That's a good plan.
All right.
Got it. Oh, this was just updated. Here's the 10 best from TripAdvisor, the 10 best restaurants in Foley Beach, updated February 2023. Well, hello, it's February right now.
Wonderful.
What happened?
I even have the pizza joint.
What's wonderful, El?
Ooh. The drop-in bar and deli.
Please.
You should see
The
the.
what?
Just the place I'm looking at to eat where we're going.
Oh, which one is that? You can only eat
Sushi
shrimp and you
bar,
have
deli,
reactions.
pub, soup.
It's a
Oh.
secret.
Really? Frilly, you have reactions to everything else other than shrimp? Oh dear.
Hey, Frilly.
I would be sad. That would make me sad, Frilly. But I guess if you have reactions, it's not a good connotation. So, but I'm surprised you could have shrimp, and you can't have anything else. Red snapper and halibut. Catfish is good and cheap. Pollock is tasteless.
Crab shack. Ooh.
My roommate is prone to grand mal seizures, and that's the way they start. Don't let it go too long. Yeah, Christine, go take. Do you have a blood pressure monitor? Go take your blood pressure. Good, Frilly. How are you doing?
Taco
We're just
boy.
talking about
Mexican
seafood.
Southwestern. We could hit that one time too, you know.
I guess.
You can always get shrimp.
That low country
fajitas.
has the
Oh,
best
so
shrimp,
good.
though. They're known for shrimp in the low
I
country.
know. Well, that's what I'm saying. Shrimp fajita.
The low country.
I love shrimp fajitas.
Mmm.
Friendly Farmhouse, what state are you in again? I can't remember.
Let's see.
Shrimp pizza, Whisper to Me says.
Oh, they're open late night. You got 'em. This one's open late night. Lunch, dinner, and late night.
Which one is that?
It's Taco Boy.
Oh.
Taco Boy.
I'm getting so hungry. It is not right.
Indoor and outdoor
Missouri,
seating.
okay.
Although it says sleeting here.
It's sleeting?
No, it says there's a typo.
Oh, I thought you said it was sleeting by you.
Awesome local spot with indoor and outdoor sleeting, and they meant seating.
Oh, yeah. You would like to try barbecue crayfish.
Mmm.
Mm.
I don't know. We also got to see about that boat rental. We have so much stuff. We still got to go start getting spreadsheets of everything we want to do. Spreadsheets are the way to go.
So delicious.
All right, let's see.
I gotta start reading these menus, really.
You have to what?
Stop reading these menus.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna go eat something. I'm gonna eat something anyway.
I know. I want to eat something too. Starving. I don't know what to eat. What's everybody up to? Let's see if there's let me see here. See if there's anything good over here.
They have beef brisket tacos here.
Oh, that sounds good. Beef brisket tacos.
The guy says his wife really enjoyed the shrimp tacos. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I'm a 33-year-old woman. I'm the proud owner of Peanut, and that's my Yorkshire Terrier. I took Peanut to the dog park yesterday and PetSmart. In the same complex as the grocery store I go to, it's a warmer day, and I didn't want to leave little Peanut in the car. So I leashed him up with me, and I took him in with me. I had planned on a quick trip, no more than 10 minutes. I went to the produce department to grab some stuff. A guy probably in his 30s, not an employee, rudely told me that pets aren't allowed in grocery stores and asked why I had my dog with me. Before I could respond, he told me it was gross, as F, to have my dog in the produce section. I explained it was hot out, and I planned to be quick in the store. I apologized and said the most convenient thing for me was to come in here with Peanut. He told me to F off and not be a lazy pet owner, and then he stormed off. It was a bit of a scene. Feeling uncomfortable, I just left. I thought it'd be no big deal. Peanut did not misbehave or have an accident, and I don't think I was being an a-hole. Do you think I was being an a-hole, yes or no?
Shouldn't have brought the dog in a store, but I think the guy was rude as can be. Could have said we don't allow dogs in here or pets in here unless they're guide dogs.
You're all saying no, and you know what? They all said she was the a-hole. You all said no, and they all said she was the a-hole. Just letting you know. They said it was unhygienic and all this stuff. Okay. But you know what? They let dogs in Walmart all the time, and Walmart has a grocery store, so I don't know. Okay, here we are. My daughter is 17 years old. Her closet is an absolute pigsty. You can't even see the floor. It's nearly knee-deep in stuff. I had been after her for weeks to clean it up, and she keeps saying, I'll do it later. I had enough, and I told her she cannot go out with her friends or her boyfriend until her closet is clean. Unfortunately, that week, she had work and prior commitments at school, so only had one free afternoon where she was going to see her therapist. She's in therapy for depression and anxiety. She also was going to go with her boyfriend's family on a day trip that following weekend, and I figured missing that would finally get through to her to get it done after several weeks of constantly putting it off. Instead, she canceled her therapy appointment as it was her only free afternoon because she didn't want to miss going with her boyfriend this weekend. Her therapist said I was wrong to do this because she needs her therapy, and it was a dumb hill to die on. I told her she's been putting this off for weeks and won't listen, and I don't know how else to get through to this girl. I refuse to live like slobs. Am I the a-hole?
I missed part of it. I was talking to
Yes
Michael,
or no?
sorry.
Am I the a-hole?
I don't know. It's in her closet. You can close the door. Is the rest of the room okay?
I guess so. She didn't mention it.
Then close the door and
That's what I would say.
move on. What would you say?
That's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Pick your battles.
Yep.
Thank you, Lisa. They have purses to take your dog to the store. If someone doesn't like dogs, I don't like them.
But do people really need to bring their
Lisa
dog?
says the mom is right. It's just a closet. Let it go, Barb says.
Yeah.
Therapy.
Oh, a therapy dog's different.
No, housekeeper said they like the way I say therapy.
Oh, therapy. Yeah.
Therapy.
You say it right.
How do you say it? How else would you say that?
Therapy. How else would you say it?
Therapy. Okay.
I'm eating. I'm making some eggs and an English muffin.
Oh my
so,
gosh.
Yeah.
I have asked people to leave my home before over my pet, Kevin said, all in caps. I have spent hours organizing my daughter's closet. I make her crazy with it. Okay, let me see that. Philly Pharmacy then. All right. Okay, so I'm a 30-year-old guy. My wife's 29. She has a case of type 2 diabetes that runs in her genes. In her genes. Even though my wife knows that she's diabetic, she doesn't seem to care about it at all. She's been on a strict medication that her doctor has set her on, which has been some foods that she's not allowed to eat. Fried, sugary stuff as well will raise her sugar levels. Yesterday I went to the shop and she came with me. And I bought what we needed, and she just followed along with me. As we were at the till, it must be over across the pond, she says that she needs to go to the toilet and will meet me outside. When I'm done paying, I go outside to see my wife opening a packet of Haribo's, that's the gummy bears, which the doctor says she's not allowed to eat. I quickly run over before she opened it, and I grab it out of her hand. I throw it in the bin. She starts getting angry, saying that I'm a biatch and I'm an overprotective MFer, and she starts crying, saying how it's not fair that she's not allowed to eat sweets, and I tell her to stop it and say that I cannot let her eat that. She grabs my keys for the car and she drives away, leaving me at the shop. I call her over and over. She doesn't pick up. I'm absolutely furious at her, and I start walking home. As soon as I'm home, I see her eating fried food on the sofa, and I grab the food out of her hand, saying, "You can't eat that!" I also yell at her, saying that she's selfish, leaving me at the shop. She doesn't care. She picks up the food and she shoves it at my face. And she calls me a prick. And she leaves the house. I don't know where she is. And I'm not sure if I'm the a-hole. I love her a lot. And I can't let her eat those types of food as it's bad for her. Am I the a-hole? And a little footnote was that she came home after about an hour, said she was sorry, and that I'm being overprotective, and says she knows what she's doing and I'm being an a-hole for not letting her do what she wants. And then there's another footnote. She's got a 10.1 A1C, and she's taking metformin every day. The
Oh
only
my
problem...
God.
What?
That's a high A1C. Like really high.
Really? Okay. The only problem is that according to some people, that's too high for metformin, and now has me wondering if she was lying to me as she goes to the doctor on her own and doesn't want me to come with her. Well, is he the a-hole or not? Let's see what the chat says. The chat says, Lisa says she was wrong too. Whisper says he was the a-hole. Good grief, the Philly farmhouse says. Let her eat it. She's an adult. If she loses her leg, she loses her leg. It's her fault. No, she didn't say that. She didn't finish that. I embellished that. Sorry, Philly. His approach sucks, Liz Top says. Barb says, yep, he's the a-hole.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. And little lady, I love that. She says, look at little lady. They have sugar-free gummies. That's good, little lady. That's a good compromise. And Janae says, you can't control what she eats. Sassy says, yep, he's the a-hole. And Kevin says, yep, he's the a-hole. High Speed Drifter says, he's not the a-hole because she's killing herself. She's literally killing herself with his song. No, sorry, I'm goofy tonight. But Annie says he is the a-hole. She's killing herself with that sugar, with the gum, with the Haribo's. Okay, she was wrong too. Okay, everybody, that was wrong of him, Lisa says. Okay, so, all right. Yes, being the wife of a type 1 diabetic, I know that's not the way to deal with the diabetic. Oh, there's Farm Wife. I was looking for you last night because I needed some help on which I thought was a cow inseminator, or no, it was a dog inseminator. It was, but it wasn't. It just ended up being an insect repellent. So, but I did need your help to see if it was an insemination syringe that was in the Murdaugh's garbage. But it wasn't. It just ended up being an insect repellent cartridge. Grabbing it makes him the a-hole. Right. And I can see, like, you're like, oh, you're killing yourself with that, you know? But I know, Farm Wife. We're going to have a cricket night again. We're going to do crickets and crafts. And other people can do crafts, but we're going to do cricket crafts. Hope you can tune in for that, Farm Wife. Maybe Friday. All right. You have a cricket, Philly? All right, let me see something now. We're going to have more craft nights. All right. Okay. My sister is 23. Oh, no, excuse me. I'm 23. My sister's 30. My sister has a son who's 9. Years ago, and her behavior changed after he was born. My sister used to be a rational and kind person, but when her son was growing up, I noticed that she didn't put any limits on him. He runs around our parents' house. He's broken a lot of things on purpose, and he still throws tantrums when my parents try to correct him. When our parents do that, she comes running out and argues with them, saying that her son is like that because he's autistic. However, there is no proof of this. I've taken her to consultations with autism specialists, and everyone said her son wasn't autistic. But she keeps telling people this just to justify his bad behavior. And last week, he was at our niece's birthday party. It's our brother's daughter. Everyone in the family was there. My sister's son started throwing a tantrum when he saw that the cake wasn't for him. He started screaming, crying, started to destroy the cake. Fortunately, my brother stopped him in time, but when he caught him, my sister came running saying that he couldn't use physical force against a child because he's an autistic child. I just couldn't bear to hear that. I was already off limits. I yelled at my sister and told her that her son is not autistic. He's a spoiled brat with no boundaries who's poorly raised. She looked at me in shock, and many family members did the same. She left with her son without waiting for the cake, and then she sent me dozens of messages saying that I was an a-hole, prejudiced against autistic people, and she expected an apology. I really like my sister, and now I think maybe I overreacted by yelling at her at a family event. So do you think I'm the a-hole?
Yes. Totally. She doesn't know all the details about her son's medical life. She doesn't know if her sister went to another doctor and got her son diagnosed.
Thanks.
And to say that in front of all those people, was totally rude.
Thank you, Rotatilicaf. Yes.
What's rotatilicaf?
What?
What is rotatilicaf?
They said the dramatic reading is good. Let's see.
Huh?
The dramatic reading.
Oh.
High Speed Drifter says that, okay, Frilly Farmhouse says that they're not the a-hole. High Speed Drifter, look at this. High Speed Drifter is consistently standing out, and I'm proud of you, High Speed Drifter, because you're just putting your answer out there. Even though the majority is voting the other way, I'm really proud of you sticking to your guns there. High Speed Drifter is saying that this person is the a-hole, but Sassy is saying she's not the a-hole, and Frilly Farmhouse is saying she's not the a-hole. Marianne is saying not the a-hole. Whisper to Me is saying not the a-hole. Barb says she overreacted, but. Let's see. He sounds
People
spoiled.
treat these monster children
What'd you
because
say?
they've got something. They can still learn to behave themselves.
Yeah. Hi, Nora Woods. Thank you for being a member for 33 months. Let's see. Lil Lighty says, he sounds spoiled to me, but yes, that wasn't the right time to call her out on it.
Right.
She's not an a-hole, Annie B says. Yeah, Nora Woods is representing the Ramblers. Let's see. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay. Good. Let's see what happens now. Oh, Cash Sharon's gonna like this one. I'm a guy, 29. My girlfriend's 28. She has 2 cats, 5-year-old and a 7-year-old. They eat regular, hard cat food out of plastic Tupperware containers and a ceramic bowl. There's always food in these containers. She used to use the container and the bowl to eat food before she turned them into food bowls. I've told her to just buy cat bowls, and she told me that there's no point since she already has something that works for her cats and herself. Her cats both get wet food once or twice a week. She usually gets 2 small plates from her stack of small plates and splits the wet food half and half for the cats, using a spoon from the drawer of silverware to scoop it out. Yesterday, she fed the cats their wet food when I was there, and I saw her get the plates and the spoon. I saw her open the container, and then I saw her put the wet food onto those plates. I thought that was absolutely unsanitary and disgusting, and I told her so when she sat back down. I added she should just do what I told her to do a while ago, and that was to get the cats their own dishes. She told me it was her house, her cats, and her dishes, along with her silverware, and I have no right to tell her what she should do with them. She also said she spends extra time cleaning those plates with extra soap and scrubs them harder. I replied and told her she's disgusting and will turn into a cat lady who shares silverware with her cats without washing it. She got angry and told me to get out because I insulted her, so I gladly left. Apparently, she told one of her friends we both share, and they shot me a text saying that I was a jerk for telling her what to do with her own things. Am I the a-hole?
Yeah.
This should be interesting. High Speed Drifter said he's the a-hole. Right off the bat, he's the a-hole.
He is, absolutely.
Yep.
Yep. I don't know if you can hear
Hi,
me, but he was.
Hi, Melissa J.
Pitbull, hi Pitbull. Pitbull said he's the a-hole.
Mm-hmm.
Liz Top said he's the a-hole.
Annie B said he is.
Annie B said yes, he's an a-hole. Adventures with Beth said he's an a-hole. Kevin Leonard said, I would have told her, maybe don't come back if you're so bothered. Told him, maybe don't come back if you're so bothered. Yeah. Frilly Farm says yes, he is. High Speed says yes. Everybody's unanimous on this. Instead, Barb says, LOL, how long have they lived together? Roto Caliph says yes, he's the a-hole. Little Lady said she really should use pet bowls, but it's her house. She makes the rules. Little Lady. Okay, that was
I think he's wrong because I think he just shouldn't go there if he doesn't like it.
Well, I guess that was the first time he saw that or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, then he shouldn't go back.
Well, I don't, maybe he's not going to.
Yeah. He shouldn't say anything. He should just tell her he doesn't like it, and he's not going to come back because he thinks it's gross, and that's it.
It's smooth.
No, because
You can't marry that guy because you might do something bad to the cats when she's not home.
no, stay
Right.
put.
I see.
Okay, here's another one now. My sister, I'm 26, my sister's 32. She recently lost her job. She can't afford her apartment anymore. She's a single mother. She's got 2 twin boys who are 8 years old. I live alone with my cat. But I have a pretty good job. And it makes it so I can afford a nice 4-bedroom house. Since I have room, I decided to let Layla and the boys move in until she can find another apartment and a job. I only have a few rules for them, mostly basic stuff like, if you break something, pay me back, keep things clean, stuff like that. Except there's one rule, and only one rule, they seem to have trouble with. I told Layla that no matter the circumstances, do not ever let my cat into the garden. My cat is very prone to eating stuff he isn't supposed to, and that includes the flowers in my garden. One time I accidentally let him out, and he chewed through some of them completely. So then I decided to just put him in my room whenever I go out to the garden. A few weeks ago, when I was at work, Layla told me the boys had accidentally let him out into the garden. Thankfully, he didn't get out or anything, but he destroyed some of my prize roses again. I told Layla to put him in my room next time the boys went out to the garden, and she told me she would. Lo and behold, a week later, he gets into the garden again. My garden is pretty big, so I was pretty worried when I couldn't find him, and thankfully after a few minutes of panic, I found him hiding under a large bush. So he was fine. Scared me to death, though. So I told Layla, if it happened again, you're going to have to find another place to live, Missy. she got pretty mad at me. Told me it was an accident, so that I should just chill out, bro. I don't think it's that hard to put a cat in a room when you're going out to the garden. I do it all the time. I thought Layla had gotten the picture after that, because she listened to me and started shutting him in my room. But 2 days ago, he got out again, and this time, he actually did escape, and I had to track him down, little bugger. When I got home, Layla said she was so sorry and that she just forgot to put him into my room. I was furious at this point. I mean, how hard is it to put a cat in a darn room? I told her that she better start packing her stuff, because I was not going to let her keep putting my cat's health in danger because she couldn't bring herself to put him in the effing room. My parents don't have room for them at their house, so Layla is staying with them while her ex-husband took the boys. She's pissed at me for kicking her out over nothing, and my mom is too, but my dad thinks she deserved it. Am I the a-hole for kicking her out? She's been calling me a monster for separating her and her kids.
I would have given her one more chance.
You would have given her one more chance?
One more. And if it happened again, that's it. And put it in writing and make her sign it.
She has a postscript over here. Some people are asking, so I just want to say she's never had a problem with my cat before. Sometimes I even send her videos of my niece playing with him, and she's never indicated she felt negative towards him or anything. She just usually responds with, "Aw, so cute," or something like that. Her ex came and picked the rest of the boys' stuff up, and according to him, they'll probably be staying with him long term. So now her sister's lost her sons.
That's sad.
Yeah,
That's really shitty over something so stupid.
right.
It's
I
not
agree.
not worth fighting over something so silly.
That's why I
Right.
said give her one more chance.
What matters more, the cat or the
One more
kids?
chance. But now look at this. Look at this.
Get it, kid.
Look at everybody said here. No, she's not the a-hole. Look at this. No, 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 no.
Wow.
I agree. She's not. But I would have given her one more chance.
And Frilly says it's deeper than the cat. If you have ever let family live with you, you will know this. And then High Speed said she put her cat in jeopardy. I would have kicked her out sooner.
I
Now,
think that's
Roto
nothing.
Caliph says, yeah. I don't know whether, yeah, I think she's the a-hole. Yeah, something somebody else said. Farm wife said that unemployed sister seems to be home a lot. She should be out looking for a job. Good point.
I guess I can say truthfully, I would not have kicked her out for a cat. No way. And I've had this same situation happen to me, and I would not kick my sister out for a cat. If she did that,
Maybe
if I had a
you
pet.
should have. Maybe you should have.
Guess what, Layla? You screwed the freak up, Barb Olson said.
Yeah. I mean, come on. How hard is it to get
Little
cat
lady
food?
said
that's
some of
family,
those
that's your
plants are
sister.
toxic for animals, and she's not an a-hole, little lady said.
But that's your sister, and that's her children you're splitting her up from.
Adventure said I
That
will
means-
always side with the
That's not her
animal.
problem. That's not her fault. That's not her
Yeah.
fault.
But she's still doing it. Even though it's not her fault, it's still the bottom line is because of her, the children and the mother are separated, and that's her sister.
Huh?
It's just, I mean, it definitely, I want to say this. It does go deeper than the cat. There's definitely more going on in the situation than most.
There has
So-
to be.
It's not over the cat, in my opinion. It's much deeper than that. Maybe it is best if she move out and work her way to get her children back, at some point to live with her, to get a steady job in a place,
Maybe they should say that to the sister. You have to go to school, get a job, get on your feet on your own. But in the
Yeah.
meantime, you could stay here with the kids.
Yeah, there's more
they-
there's more to this story, I think.
Good
They
point.
have to make the
How
sister
old
be,
did they
be
say the
independent.
boys were? How old are the boys? 6,
8.
8 years old. So they're in school. So the sister should be working when they're in school. Absolutely.
I agree.
Well-
They should get the sister on her feet. Make her do something while she can. If she has the chance to live at the sister's house, get her life together while she's there. Make her do something.
Right.
But let her stay there with the kids until she could do something.
One more chance.
Right.
One more chance.
Make her
That's
sign
more
something.
chance.
Change the situation, though.
Just
Don't let it
one
stay the
more
same, but do
chance.
something where she can still be with her kids and the ex-husband, because he might get full custody. He might take her to court where she can't even see her kids anymore.
If she is staying with mom and dad, why couldn't the boys?
Not in the US.
They don't have room,
Mm.
or so they say.
They could have probably.
And how does
You
the sister
can make-
afford a 4-bedroom house? What does she do? Jeez.
In situations like that, you make room. You make room. You make the best of a situation, and you.
You put the mom on the couch and the boys in the room the mom would have slept in.
Yep,
What you do.
that's right. That's what I would do.
Yeah. Yep.
I had a 1-bedroom apartment, and I had 2 kids, and we had to make it work. They shared a room until we could figure out something else. You know.
Right.
Yeah, you can't make it easy for her anymore. You know, you have to make it. You have
Well,
to
not-
make her work for where she's living.
Well,
But how do
I'm-
we know she doesn't have a job? Did it say she doesn't have a job?
Yeah, she lost her job.
that's your job.
Oh.
Well, I wouldn't want to kick her out on the street. That's for sure. I would never do
No.
that.
She didn't end up on the street, but I think
But I
that
would-
if she went to the parents, that they could have worked out something.
Yeah, they could have worked out something.
It
Absolutely.
seems
But
like
I
the
wouldn't
parents
want her
would
away
have
from the
a
kids.
2-bedroom house.
I wouldn't put her away apart from her children. I don't think that letting a cat out calls for that.
Well, what if the cat got run over? Cat got out of the yard,
What if the cat ate something in the garden that was poisonous?
died. Yeah, could happen.
I don't know.
One had one job. One job. Your one
one.
job. Don't let the
One. Right.
one job. One. Only one. Nothing else. One.
Somehow I think there's more jobs than just that.
Well, I know, but she only had one thing to do, and she couldn't do it. She
One
kept.
absolute job that she
Yeah.
had to do. Besides picking up after the kids and what have you, which you do anyway, okay? So she only had one real thing that she had to do, and that was to make sure the cat didn't get out.
That's it. That's like it.
Cat in the bedroom, and you close the door.
Yeah, you
Kids
gotta
play
be
outside.
mindful of it. If you're staying
Why
somewhere.
don't they just leave the cat in the room the whole day and never let it out until the lady gets home? It
Well,
would
they-
be like that anyway.
That's not right. That's not fair.
But it would be like that anyway if they weren't living there.
Yeah, that's true. The cat would. Well, the cat would have the free reign. If they weren't living there, the cat would have the free reign of the house, and it wouldn't get out.
But a lot of cats have to stay in one room.
I
A person,
No, that's not true. Have you ever had a cat, Elle?
no, but I mean, if a person lives in an apartment, or say that I lived in my one room, I would have to leave the cat in the room while I was at work.
Yeah. Did she say? But the cat isn't her cat. It's the owner's cat she keeps letting out, and the owner's cat has free reign of the house.
You know what
Oh,
this?
I didn't hear
You
that.
know when some people discuss like a sitcom or like even a drama, and they give so much life to like the people that are in it, and they're like, "Well, Todd came from a really unstable home." Like, and Todd is a fictional freaking character, guys. Okay, but these people, some of these people get so invested.
I
It
know.
reminds me of this lady that got so invested in Barry Manilow on the Barry Manilow boards back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and she thought she was so invested with Barry Manilow. She said to them, "I'm sorry, I know this is going to sound strange, but I pretend Barry lives in my house. My husband thinks it's odd." She said that she called up and said, "Barry, breakfast is ready." She would do that every morning. She would talk to him like he was there. I wish I
my
could find
goodness.
this message board because I would
She
laugh
needs
my
an
butt off reading that.
evaluation, Like, sit
needs
right
to-
now. She needs to be evaluated. That's
Yeah. Yeah. I also found another lady that like ripped her doll apart because she got mad, and I wish I could find that message for you.
What?
Okay,
Somebody
yeah.
ripped the doll.
Like a root burn doll apart. She's like, "I just ripped its finger or something. I just got in a fit of rage," and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this sounds like."
That's scary.
But yeah, these people are probably on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah.
I just have total
Uh,
issues. I just have total issues with a mother being separated from her child.
I know.
Well, I understand that completely.
I do understand that, Elle.
I mean,
Especially for a cat.
She
my
had,
Yeah.
boyfriend
no,
does.
not, don't say it that way, because I'll tell you what. As
I'll
I
be-
told my husband when we got married, always remember, I've been sleeping with her longer than you, so.
You what?
Some people's pets are their children for various reasons. And they put as much value on their cat. Maybe they shouldn't, but they do. So it's not just a cat, it's a cat.
Okay, so now
It's a
here I
very
am.
good person.
If I were a shallow person, I would say I hit the jackpot. I 100% hit the jackpot, but not for the reason you might think. I met a young woman, Claire, through my sister last year. They went to college together, and they're good friends. I thought that she was incredibly beautiful when I saw her, but I was trying my best not to be the creepy older brother hitting on his little sister's friends. We talked a little bit, and I asked her about her work since graduating. She gave me a weird look, but she told me about working in the medical field. I thought it was very interesting work from the sounds of it. After they left, my dad made fun of me for not asking her out. My sister called me last January out of the blue and said it was probably good to contact her friend and ask her out. She said she would even put in a good word for me and that I was going to need it. So I started talking to Claire and we went out for lunch. She's very beautiful, like I said, and she's also very smart and driven. She has her future all planned out. I jokingly said I was interested in being part of that future. She said my sister had already half convinced her that I was a good guy. We had a few more dates, and then we made it official. It's been over a year since our first date, and my family loves her, and my friends all think I fluked into the greatest relationship ever. Anyway, the party. Whenever I talk about Claire, I mention her work. She studied child psychology and is working on her master's. See, she's smart. I love bragging all about her and how she's making the world a better place. At the party, my friends started joking around about her being able to make money as a model or something, and I told my friend he was being an ass talking about her looks and he should drop it. He didn't. He even started making Beauty and the Beast comments. He was rude, but never vulgar. Just rude. He wouldn't drop it. He may have been a little jealous, maybe a little drunk. She finally went on her phone and showed him some pictures of herself in the uniform from the job she does for fun. She's a cheerleader for a sports team. She then told him how little the job pays. She spent time explaining to him that she competed in cheer in college and it's a hard spot, and that she only auditioned for the professional squad because they do a lot of work with children's charities. She said that she was tired of people like him thinking that all she had to offer were her looks, and he got embarrassed and left. He called me up later, said I was an a-hole for not telling him I'm dating a cheerleader. I said, I'm not dating a cheerleader, I'm dating Claire, a woman who's on her way to becoming a child psychologist, and he said that I should have told him so he wouldn't have been such a jerk about her looks. I don't think it's my place to tell people. She doesn't tell everyone, so he's pissed at me for not telling him. He's upset with her for telling him so publicly. I think he was behaving like a arse, and should have dropped it when I said so. So am I the a-hole?
No.
No.
Let's see what the chat thinks.
What do you guys think, Chad? What do you think?
I mean,
I think I'm hungry for shrimp
you
and
don't have to do the
grits.
rundown with every one of your friends
For
about
shrimp.
who you're dating and what they do for a living and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
Not really. No, 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 no. Okay.
everybody says no. Whisper says no. Barb says no. Rotortillacat says no. Oh my god, it's gonna get in my head now. It's already in there.
Okay, here we go.
What is?
That.
I'm sorry, I just can't.
I can't. I know it just gets in your head.
It is. I know it's a stupid question, but my girlfriend is mad at me. Until she moved in with me, she always lived at home. For some ungodly reason, her parents never taught her how to cook. She can reheat food, and she can make spaghetti and stuff, but anything more complicated, like a fried egg, is hard for her. I have silicone rubber utensils that I use on my nonstick pans. It's great. Cleanup is so easy. She took about 2 weeks to destroy all of my nonstick pans. She uses forks and metal spatulas to move and scrape the food. I had taken the time to show her how to use the nonstick stuff. I had shown her where all the utensils were. It didn't matter. She scraped off the nonstick coating. So all the food she was making was sticking to the pan. I have no idea how she managed to stick a grilled cheese sandwich to the pan. She wants me to replace the pan, so I did. I pulled my cast iron out of the garage. I cleaned it really well, and then I seasoned it all to make it nonstick. I also bought a bunch of those cloth covers for the handle so she doesn't burn herself. And she is mad at me for making her use cast iron like Little House on the Prairie. I told her if she wants, she could purchase her own pans to cook in, but since I don't like the flakes of Teflon in my food, I won't eat any of it. She said she didn't damage my pans, so I let her buy one. And then I made bacon and a Spanish fried egg in it. And then I wiped it clean with some paper towels and showed her the pan. Here, look at this. She had scraped off the coating in a couple of weeks. Now she is worried about all the Teflon she is consuming. She went over to her parents and asked her mom how she never scratched up her pans. Her mom showed her the silicone utensils she has. She says that if I replace the pans, she promises to use the proper utensils. I offered to pay for half, and she said I was being a cheap a-hole. Oh, yeah. She is a full-grown 26-year-old adult. It's not like she's 18. Am I the a-hole?
No.
Yes.
Hey. Oh my God, they have to learn. At some point, you can't just keep you've told this person this, and they won't. It's after like twice, I would be like, dude, what is going on?
No, he is an a-hole. You know why? Because he keeps letting her do this to his pans and his pots over and over and over. He should break up with her. If he wants someone that cooks, get another girlfriend. I mean, why keep buying these pots and pans over and over again?
That's
And
why
letting
you
her
can't
destroy
cast
them.
iron. You can't destroy cast iron. Well, you can. Then she'd wash it with soap. So that would be-
Right, whatever. I mean, she's obviously not what he wants.
No.
Well,
She's
maybe
like
maybe
torturing
she's
him.
everything he wants except for the cooking.
Yeah.
True.
She can bring home the bacon, but not fry it up in a pan, Barbara.
Right. And maybe she never lets him forget he's a man.
Yeah, maybe that's more important than the cooking to him.
True.
Maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
You need to start cooking when it comes to delicacy.
Hide the cutlery, Barb Olson says. Hide the cutlery.
Right? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Just take all the metal spatulas away and leave her with
Anything
only-
sharp.
Hide the
Well, I
cutlery.
mean, you don't turn eggs with a fork.
I do. Well, I just
You do?
flat burn them.
You burn
I don't-
egg.
I don't even have those kind of pan. I just do sunny side up, and it bubbles in the middle, and I make sure with a fork. But I don't have Teflon.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting married in July. My sister Ashley is getting married in June. The weddings were not planned to be so close. It just kind of worked out that way.
Excuse me, who is getting married in June?
Ashley?
Wait, you said I'm getting married in July and my friend Ashley is getting
No,
married in June?
my sister Ashley is getting married
Oh.
in June.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. The weddings were not planned to be so close. It just kind of worked out that way. I got engaged first, but her husband is in the military, so he had to rush things a little bit and either get married on 5 months' notice or wait a lot longer. My family grew up in what would be considered lower middle class. My parents are gifting Ashley $1,000 to help with the wedding planning. Obviously, that does not go far. We have a decent-sized extended family and lots of friends. Ashley is doing everything she can to be thrifty and will end up having about 70 adult guests at her wedding. She wishes it could be more and with kids, but due to the budget cuts, it had to be made. My fiancée, Julie, is from a very well-off family, and with her being the only daughter, they are being extremely generous with the wedding budget. I don't want to say how much they've given us, but it's more than most households make in a year. It still feels a little surreal marrying into a family like this, but I will still say they've been nothing but kind to me, and I've never felt judged by them. We will be inviting the entire extended family, kids included, and lots of friends as well. We've invited about 250 people, and we're expecting about 150 to 200. Ash knew my wedding would have more people, but I don't think she realized until this weekend how nice it will be. We saw each other this weekend, and while wedding planning came up, it was pretty clear how fancy our wedding is going to be. The food served is over $150 a plate. It's one of the most expensive venues in the area, and the musical performer is relatively well known. It's a family friend of Julie's. Ashley asked me if I could tone it down so it's not so much bigger and better than hers, and so people don't compare or skip hers for mine. I told her that her wedding will be amazing and not to compare, but I won't be telling Julie to not have her wedding how she wants it. Personally, I'd elope or have a giant wedding. It makes no difference to me. But Julie wants an extravagant affair, and if her parents don't mind paying, I'm fine with it too. Ash says I'm being an a-hole for not even considering otherwise, and my mom insinuated that she agreed. Am I being the a-hole here?
No, it's their daughter. They
No.
want to give their daughter a lavish wedding. Well, what are you going to do?
What is he going to say? No. And what is he going to tell the parents of the bride to tone it down? That's not his place.
Right.
Relatively
You know what he
well
could?
known.
You know what he could do?
I'm sure this Ashley's wedding will be lovely. You know
what
even
he
on
could-
a budget, you can have a
They're
beautiful
saying
wedding.
no.
You know what he could do? He could tell his mother and father to give her the $1,000 of it that they would give him.
I don't think they're giving
Because-
it to him.
No.
They're already not giving it to him.
Right, they're already not giving it to him. He doesn't need
Oh,
it.
they're giving her his 1,000.
No, it
No,
was
it's
never
not his
money.
1,000. They're just giving the daughter that's their daughter. He's their son. I don't think they're giving him 1,000.
I thought they said he was giving each 1,000.
No,
No.
just her.
No, that wasn't said.
No.
Because if they were giving him 1,000, I think it would be nice of him to say, "No,
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
going to need it.
But
'Cause
they're
my-
not. So
my
he
wife,
can't.
my future wife, has enough money
Right.
to pay for the wedding, so you can have my 1,000." I think
don't
that would be
that's the issue.
a nice gesture. I would do that.
It would, but they're not.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, he could, of it on his own, give her money, I suppose, but the bottom line is that that's the wedding
Get a
that they want
spoonful
for
of
their
yogurt.
daughter, and
He might not have the money on his own. All on his
no,
own.
he doesn't. Her in-laws are loaded. His in-laws
Right.
are now loaded.
Right.
And they want to give their only daughter this huge wedding.
Right. I wouldn't ask my future wife for money to give her either.
well, no.
Right. I'm saying, I misheard. I thought they were both getting 1,000.
No, no. You do what you can, you know,
Right.
so
I don't think it's right to ask her to ask him to tone it down.
No.
I mean, I don't know why she would think people wouldn't come to her wedding just because his is going to be more extravagant.
Well,
I mean, you
during
don't
the
go to
summer,
a wedding.
maybe
I
if they
mean,
can only
you go
make
to-
one wedding, maybe they would say, "Oh, let's go to this wedding because this wedding's going to really be something special." And
And besides,
Well,
you see everybody there anyway, right?
But I go to a wedding because I like the person, not because of how extravagant it is.
Well, there you
You know,
go. then.
I would care with both of them. I care about both of them. I go to both weddings. That would be terrible to just say, well, this one's nicer. I'm going to go to that one. It's awful.
Weddings are horribly overpriced.
Yeah, all of them.
That's all I gotta say.
It's terrible.
Hi, Ann Rose. Ann
That's
Rose.
like,
Hi. Tell this story to his intended and see what she thinks, Pitbull said. Avenger says, I never got the wedding I wanted. But it's just one day. It could make or break the marriage, though, Beth, depending on what happens. We never know
Right.
what could happen at a wedding.
Why would it make or break her wedding or her marriage?
the first year is like the most
I'm just being
important
funny,
year.
Sharon. Like, something could happen at a wedding that can make or break the marriage. Somebody could blurt out that somebody cheated.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
You know, you never know what could come out,
You never know,
right?
The first year is really important. What happens that first year is very important in a marriage.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to see the couple skip the wedding and use the money for a down payment on the house and have a nice wedding.
That's very, very
Bad thing,
smart.
too.
I know, eventually,
But nobody
Beth.
does it. Nobody does it.
I'm just being a
do.
goofball tonight.
Everybody wants to have a wedding, which I don't blame people.
Sorry. It's all the Kiwis.
When you're young and you're in love and you want to get married, and you're all romantic.
Puts a lot of pressure on the marriage.
You just feel like it. You feel like doing it. You want to be romantic.
A lot of people don't want to do the big weddings.
Not big, I don't
They're
think.
doing more
I
of the
want-
destination weddings and just having,
Yeah.
yeah, and just, having that as
I want
their,
mine to be beautiful. I want mine to be beautiful and romantic and just gorgeous. And just, I mean, it didn't, like 40 people, 50 people. You know?
What happens when you can't invite your own friends?
I didn't invite all my friends. I didn't have that many friends. Did you get, I got married.
I can barely hear
Later.
you, Sharon.
You mean me?
No, you I can hear. Sharon, I can't hear at all.
Oh.
Can't hear Sharon. She's talking on the other end of the mic again. What did you say about friends, Sharon?
Said, why, it's a shame that you can't invite all your friends to your wedding, right, Sharon?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Frilly Farms House said you could make a pretty amazing wedding with a Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, and a glue gun. You could.
Yeah,
I
true.
believe it.
You can.
Absolutely.
You could, Carolyn. Me? No.
Yeah, no, Beth, a destination
Motivated
wedding,
enough.
really, the only people that end up going is like the immediate family.
Yeah. And a few good friends.
Sharon is a low talker. Yes, Barb.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's a low
I moved
talker.
upstairs. That's the problem.
Wedding guests are all freeloaders anyway. Doesn't matter whether they get $150 a plate or $10 a plate. They still eat it. LOL. Pitbull says.
True.
Okay, so let's see. Weddings are overrated and overpriced, Annie says. I hear you. Annie B, Annie B, Annie B. Oh, this is good. This sounds really bizarre. However, my friend and her sister are now both pissed off at me. And they're calling me an a-hole for leaving them stranded. I'm a 30-year-old woman. I have a friend that I've known for 10 years. She's Natalie. She's 28. Natalie has an older sister, Micah. She's 37. She works at a high-end restaurant in our home country. Both Natalie and Micah wanted to go on a holiday and decided to come and visit my country. I have moved about 8 years ago to the UK. I agreed to be their tour guide and I showed them around. But I have told them they will have to stay in the hotel as I don't have space in my flat to have 2 guests around for 2 weeks, and I didn't know Micah that well either. Natalie had no issues with it. In a few days before their arrival, Saturday, she asked me to book a restaurant as both of them wanted to have something nice and the internet connection wasn't great as they were traveling. I booked a restaurant where a good friend of mine is the chef, and it's a family-run business where the food is always delicious, absolutely delicious. It also has a 5-star review and is a local favorite. When Natalie and Micah arrived, I gave them a little time to get ready and I took them to the restaurant. Both of them ordered the Caesar salad as Micah tries it everywhere, and since she works in a restaurant, she judges the place by how they make the salad and how correct the recipe is. My friend personally brings out our order, and Micah starts throwing a fit. And with my friend that the Caesar salad she has been served is not correct, and it doesn't have tomatoes, olives, and boiled egg. My friend tries to be polite and asks her if she wants those ingredients as extra toppings, but neither Micah or Natalie are having it. And they started creating an even bigger argument to the point of Micah insulting my friend by calling him a bad chef since he can't make a simple salad correctly. So my friend has asked them to leave his restaurant and never come back. I have apologized to my friend and left a big tip. I also explained that I had no idea they would behave this way. After I left, both Natalie and Micah started slagging off my friend and telling me I have chosen the worst place to eat and I should have been grateful that Micah has quickly recognized how bad this place is, that they didn't serve the salad right, and that I should warn others never to eat there. At this point, I had enough, and I've told them they can visit the places they want by themselves, as I will not be putting up with this entitlement any longer of theirs, especially since they keep insulting my friend for serving a classical version of the salad to them and causing a scene. I have also mentioned how embarrassing their behavior was and that I expect them to apologize to my friend as they have refused to do so. I called them a taxi and I left them there, returning to my place. However, I keep getting angry text messages over social media from them and seeing passive-aggressive posts calling me an a-hole, as they now have to spend extra money on guides and transport. Am I the a-hole?
No.
Venture
Okay,
says
send
it's
the
just a
authority.
salad. She's in a different country where things are done differently. Stop it with the
Right.
salad. Stop it with the salad.
I like salad. Oh, I love
I've
salad.
never in my life heard of a Caesar salad having a tomato in it, or an olive, or an egg.
Salads, no. Egg, raw egg.
Never. I've never.
No, everybody says no. No.
I mean, if you want a Greek salad, you have an olive in it. If you want a chef salad, you have an egg in it. And if you want a garden salad, you have a tomato in it. I love Caesar salad, and it's like, or you could have anchovies in a Caesar salad. I believe that. I never like them in mine, but it's an option. I don't know where these women got their idea of a Caesar salad from, unless that's some kind of an original.
A real Caesar
classic.
salad always has to be served with orange Julius. Did you know that?
What does?
A real Caesar salad always has to be served with orange Julius.
No way,
Do you know that?
Carolyn.
No,
You can't
it's
pull over
true.
my head.
Orange Julius. You have to have it with a real Caesar salad.
Caesar salad is much older than orange Julius.
I guess you don't know how where orange Julius originated. Before it was in the malls. It's from ancient
Sure
Rome.
was.
That's from what?
It's from ancient Rome.
No, it's not.
Yes.
Stop trying to pull the wool over my
I'm
eyes.
telling you. That's why do you think they call it orange Julius? It's from Julius Caesar.
Caesar. L.
Too tired to Google it.
Okay. Don't worry about it because I'm telling you, but a lot of people
Okay.
don't know that. They don't know where Orange Julius, they just think they remember seeing it in the mall and they think it's something new.
Of
Orange
course.
Julius, they got that concept from the Colosseum,
That's amazing.
outside the Colosseum.
I think it's amazing. It's extraordinary.
They gave Orange Julius to all of the gladiators.
Right. To fight in the stadium.
And then Orange Julius later was created because they wanted everybody to feel that rush that the gladiators had. And that's why they opened it in all those malls. And really, you're supposed to serve it with your Caesar salad. You're always learning something here, so be
The
thankful.
drink grew out of an orange juice stand opened in Los Angeles, California.
That's
in
what they tell people
1926.
because that's an urban legend.
Julius Freed.
That's an urban legend.
L, Google doesn't want you to know the
Google
truth.
doesn't want you to know. You're a big conspiracy theorist and everything.
you know
Then
it.
you should know that they're trying to hide that from us.
Yeah,
Carolyn,
See?
Yeah.
You see how there's see Julius
It's a-
Caesar and stuff.
Don't you need to? I'd click out of that right now
See
because they when
Orange
you
Julius and the Caesar salad. There you
It's
go.
a vintage.
I told you.
cookbook. Look, who's that?
Yes.
Who's that?
See
That?
Orange Julius
Vanilla
and the
Orange
Julius
Julius
Caesar
and the
salad.
Caesar
I'm telling you, Al, you just take a step back on this one because you don't want to look silly.
Take a step back in time.
Take a step back while you can without looking silly.
Okay.
Hello,
All right.
lady.
Hello,
Hello,
lady.
lady.
Well, lady.
How you all doing tonight? It's 3:33.
I know. Is it 3:33? Oh my gosh, it's
3:43.
3:43.
It
Oh
was
my
no-
gosh. Where is Scooter? Scooter is sicky. Doesn't feel
Aw.
good. She was in earlier and said her stomach feels sick, farm wife.
Kaka.
Yeah.
Treating a chef like that is terrible and rude, High Speed Drifter said. Food berries all over the world appreciate it, Annie B says.
Yeah, be thankful you're eating, somebody said. Just
Did
be happy.
Orange Julius close down? Yes, it did.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course,
the
Julius
mall
Caesar
orange.
has no-
What?
Of course, Julius Caesar has nothing to do with Caesar salad.
Politically incorrect.
He has
so they-
something to do with Caesar salad, but he also has something to do with the Orange Julius.
Julius, right. But they don't, I don't believe they've closed down. I think they still have them in the
Yeah,
malls.
see, Orange Julius originated over there way so long ago. You just don't even understand the history of the Orange Julius. Think about it, because they had oranges, and that gives you, it protects you from scurvy, the vitamin C, and scurvy was a real thing back then, you know,
Yeah,
and rickets.
yeah. And berry. In 1929, the orange juice was developed into a specialty drink by Freed's real estate stockbroker William Hamlin. The drink, which became known as the Orange Julius, consisted of French orange juice, crushed ice, syrup, and a powder, which remained a company secret.
Right. That's
Little
the part
lady,
that-
you wouldn't even have called them a cab? That's just so rude. Oh, I wouldn't picture you look like such a little doll in that avatar picture. I would picture you definitely calling them a cab. You look like such a little kittle, like a little kittle doll. Like I
Calling
just can't
you a
picture
cab.
you being mean to anybody, not even to anybody, little lady. You would say like,
I'm not
I
being
called them a
mean.
cab.
Con-
The
yeah,
history of
hey,
Orange
Trying,
the
Barb,
Julius-
trying.
The beverage Orange Julius was first prepared in 1926 at a New York, Los Angeles juice outlet. So the first Orange Julius
I've
was
told
prepared-
you about the conspiracy, Els. I'm serious. Orange
Yeah.
Julius.
20
You have to study it. Go
Oh,
back
they
to
were
the
so
Roman
disgusting.
Colosseum and the gladiators. It was a drink developed by Julius Caesar to give
Does
the
anybody ever
gladiators
remember how disgusting they were?
impressive strength.
So gross.
You don't like the creamsicle?
Those who are about to die salute you. What do you think they're saluting with? Orange Julius.
I know.
There
They
you
were
go.
so disgusting.
You don't like them?
Though I love creamsicles, I hate Orange Julius. Ugh.
Really? Oh, it's so good.
Oh, they're so gross.
Why?
It's a
Bubbler.
creamsicle.
Remember that
tastes like
orange drink in the
sour.
bubbler things that they would all have, and the grape, it was in bubbler things, and they'd fill it up in the fountain?
Yep,
I
No.
don't like it.
right in the
I
middle
love-
of the
I
mall.
love
Yeah.
a creamsicle though.
Can you
Who doesn't
tell-
like a creamsicle? Who
Can you-
doesn't like a creamsicle?
We all like the creamsicles. Can you show us a bubbler thing, Carolyn? Please. What
Let me
is a
see.
bubbler thing?
Let me see the
What's a
bubbler
bubbler?
drinks that used to be
Juice thing.
popular back.
Juice thing.
Yeah, that they used to have like before the soda. It was like grape and orange soda. It was these big like,
Tang. I
No.
love Tang.
Oh, well, a bing bang.
Walla walla big bang. Woo hoo. Who remembers Tang?
Yeah, Kevin loves Tang.
We still
I
have.
love Tang.
Hmm?
Jimmy used to make Tang so much, and oh my gosh, my cousin was like, "What's he making Tang?"
I used to love Tang.
Well, we used to go to Sam's Club, and they used to sell big things of it. He was always mixing
Really?
up Tang, but then he got into limeade, and then
Ooh.
everything.
It
that's
is good,
what I
Sherry.
like limeade. Mm.
Sure, I made.
And cherry limeade.
Trying to
Mix
find
it.
those big bubbler things. Like,
And I like Sonic Ice.
Oh, yes. Mm.
So does Walter. So does Walter.
Mm-hmm. Eating an ice cream sandwich.
Oh, yum.
you're having
really
an ice
good.
cream sandwich right now?
Yeah, I am.
Are they all in the freezer bags in the freezer lined up?
Uh-huh.
In alphabetical order.
Alphabetical order.
Oh my lord. I got a headache looking at that.
Why does it say chat? Oh no. I lost my internet.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Would you
yeah.
lose your internet?
You're
Yeah.
here. It's still here.
I know, but like I can't. It's my thing is circling. Wow, that's crazy. That's what people deal with, don't they?
Well, is
This is what it's like without
that
data.
buffering, Carolyn?
What? Let me see. Are we off? Let me see.
No.
No, we're still streaming. Are we still here, guys?
Yeah.
Still
we're,
on?
we're still here. We're still live.
No, it's me. It's me. It's my internet went out.
But you're still here.
Yeah, because my data it switched from my Wi-Fi on my phone. I'm talking to you
Oh,
on my
okay.
typing on my my Chromebook, and I'm eating an ice cream sandwich while my phone is in my phone holder. Right.
Well, we're
Talking
trying
to-
to convince Al of the Orange Julius. And Little Lighty said, you sound just fine. Tab was popular. Tab was caca.
What is tab?
It was that first
that was-
diet soda. It was
They
horrendous.
you can still buy it.
Oh my gosh, I just remember it being so disgusting.
Right?
But
I
it tastes-
tried it once. A girlfriend of mine had it at a date.
My mother used to have it. I'm like, that is the
Yeah,
most
We're
disgusting
at a dance
thing I have
recital. It was
ever
so
tried.
And she's like, you want a sip? I'm like, what is it? She's like, it's soda that you don't gain any weight. I was like 12. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah. So I like took a sip and I was like,
Ew.
Caca.
ugh.
Cookie caca.
I got yuck. Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, I drink it.
Because it was the first thing with like sweet and low in it. Ah.
What
Ew,
was that
sweet.
other- Orangina. Yeah, Orangina.
Saccharin with saccharin in it. And
You
they
know-
made saccharin taste better since then.
No, they've changed to aspartame and stuff like that, and then xylitol.
As-
What do they use?
Well, now with
I don't-
stevia, I stuff with stevia, or is that monk
Stevia.
sugar?
Stevia has a horrible aftertaste. I remember when they once asked me to do this blog review of this thing with stevia,
Sure,
and
but
I
stevia-
tried so hard. I felt like Lucy on the vitamin Vegemin because I go like,
Did you ever try the stevia drops?
so good. I couldn't taste. Ugh. The stevia, like at first you think, okay, like this is good, and then that aftertaste hits you.
Yeah.
Really?
And I
What
have
is
such
the
an
stevia
aftertaste
with
on
it?
stevia,
Ugh.
and I can't. And you should have seen this. And I just said, I tried. I hope I have the outtake somewhere, because I was like, I forget what it was that I was trying that they had this stevia. The monk sugar is so good.
Monk sugar.
Oh my gosh, that is, you can't tell the difference.
Mm-mm.
You could eat a whole bag of monk sugar. There's no calories in it. It tastes just like sugar.
I have it in my house.
I
yeah.
love that freaking monk sugar. They sent it to me for a blog thing. I love it. Okay, I should be using it too. I should. Why am I not using it? Okay, now just reminded me of that. So good. Even my kids like it. Oh my gosh.
I do.
But that stevia is so bad, and I forget
Did you
what
ever
it was.
try the liquid drops, Carolyn, of stevia?
No.
Oh my gosh, I used to put it in iced tea. I used to love that stuff when I was on a health kick. Oh my gosh, it was so good, the drops. I'm not kidding you.
Mm.
Yeah, it would have the aftertaste because I'm just very susceptible. I was like, Then I just said, I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't. Your product, I cannot do it. I said, it has an aftertaste, it has a bite. I can't do it. I can't tell people this is
When I
good.
used to be a size 0.
It's horrible. Caca. Poo poo.
I was never a size 0.
Caca.
Yeah, I was a 0 too.
Caca.
That's really great.
Too. No, it's
Way
not.
back in the
No.
day.
I used to be
Oh, I'm
so thin back in the day that I could show you all the pictures like from my honeymoon and my wedding.
No, but don't mourn your old self. Love yourself now, man. Come on.
Okay.
I,
Yeah,
Take
that's
care.
right.
Like,
I love
Yeah,
myself.
I can't go
I'm in
back.
love with
Can't go
myself.
back.
I love myself.
Good.
There you go.
I hope you mean that.
And then
I hope you-
then after I had Raymond, I got that thin again. And then everybody would come up and say, "Are you sick or something?" Because I was. I'll show you pictures.
Aw.
Yeah, I
Wasted
got the
away.
same thing.
And they would say, "Are you
I was
sick or
sick.
something is okay?" I'm like, "No." And my metabolism was so fast. Listen to this. I was eating a plate of cookies.
Oh, wow.
And and my pediatrician kept thinking I had anorexia, and because Ray was in the hospital when he was a year old for rotavirus, and she said, "Here, let your mother hold you while she still weighs a little bit more than you do." She said about 1-year-old baby. 'Cause but she really cared about me. She was a really good pediatrician, but she really thought I had an eating disorder, and I didn't. Okay,
Wow.
I did not. And
Were you nursing?
not at that point, no, because he was
No.
he was a year old, and
Yeah.
but we had just been through just like renovations. It was like I was going, and then my metabolism was so high, like because I was
Wow.
21 years old, and
Right.
Wow.
and that's you're going to be flying at that time, and my metabolism was so high. I literally sat there and I would eat just a plate full of cookies and just wake up and it still was losing weight.
That
So.
must be so nice.
Right.
But I was actually too thin. Like people would say, it looks gross. Like I remember some guy said, I was
That's
at my
mean, that's
sister's.
mean,
Well,
that's
no, I was
shaming.
at my sister's and listen to what my sister goes. Jerry said,
I'm
this
sorry.
was our friend's husband, that he can see your whole knee and coming through the pants, like you look like a skeleton.
Oh.
And and I was like, oh, okay,
That's mean.
but
That's mean.
Really?
It's hard.
Body.
It's hard when you.
That's skinny shaming.
When I was nursing, I was covering just over 90 pounds because I didn't gain a ton when I was pregnant, and then
yeah. Well, I was 5'8" and 106 pounds.
There you go.
Yeah, but you know what? That's skinny shaming. Oh, that metabolism is high like that, and nobody has the right to
My
say that.
metabolism was high, and
That's right.
nursing burns an enormous amount of calories.
Mm-hmm. I
And you
know.
really don't give it much thought, you know, and you're probably, I know I was drinking a lot, but I don't know that
Hi,
I was.
Christine. How are you feeling? You took Tylenol. You're laying down. You started to pour here now. Where are you, Christine? And did you ever get your blood pressure taken? I hope it goes away for you.
Yeah, I don't know. She's had pounding in the back of her head, even her eyes hurt. I could do the occipital lobe too
Do
much.
you couldn't have COVID or something, could you? Because I had a terrible headache with that. Terrible, like the worst. It was terrible.
Jesus, of a fever or what?
I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I hear you, Beth. When you were 78, you were wearing a 00, and it was still baggy. I know.
Yeah. Everybody's different sizes. They go through different things.
You know?
People are going to be jerks whether you're fat, whether you're skinny, whether you're fine, you know,
You're
whether
too
you're
skinny, you're
average.
too
it doesn't
fat, you're
matter.
just right, you're not good enough, you're too short, you're too tall, you're too, whatever. Your hair's too long, your hair's too short.
Your hair's curly, too curly.
You wear too much
straight,
makeup, you don't wear any makeup.
It doesn't matter. What if the person's going to be a jerk? They're going to be a
You shouldn't
jerk.
wear that hat, you don't look good in hats. Those glasses look stupid on you, those sunglasses look stupid on you, you look like a jerk, everybody's gonna laugh at you.
Boy.
Care about stuff like that.
Like Carrie's mother.
can't
They're all
let
gonna
yourself-
laugh at you. They're all gonna laugh at you.
I'll laugh with them. Maybe I don't know. I don't care.
People are terrible.
Yeah, they are, but it doesn't matter. That's on them to be that way. If they want to feel that way about other people, that's look their heart. That I don't have hate in my heart. Period.
Uh-uh.
I
Nope.
hear ya.
It's a wasted emotion, if you ask
I'm
me.
with you, sister. I'm with your sister in crime.
What is Liz saying? Hold on a minute.
At that time, she
Barb
said
says
the
I was a size 0 before I was born. And then Liz says, Barb, what happened, Liz?
Mhm.
Liza hasn't been on in a while.
I'm sure she's here, or she said she's been busy.
Hi there.
Hi,
Hi, I
I
see
see-
you. You see me. Yeah. We doing
Should've-
stones and stuff. Okay. Anyway, it's 4 a.m.
Oh no.
and I'm feeling sleepy. So I'm going to sign off for the night, but it was, AIDS candy. Okay, Liz. I thought you were going to say that. That was the most
AIDS-
unfortunate
AIDS-
name for AIDS candy. That was the most
Isn't that awful?
unfortunate name. All right. So anyway, I'm going to go now, but thank you guys for coming in. I see you. You see me. You've got to come to a cricket night. We're going to do a cricket night. Oh, screaming, screaming.
What's a cricket night?
With the die cutting machines.
Oh.
But anyway,
Yep,
we
still
will
hanging.
see you later. Thank you so much. And prayers for all that need them. And Christine, I hope your headache gets better. Barb, I hope you're feeling better. And who else was not feeling well? Scooter, I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah.
And anyone that's not feeling well, please feel well.
Good
All
night,
right.
Rotocalcaf.
And good night,
Good
Rotilicaf.
night,
That's such a
everybody.
horrible Rotilicaf. Yeah, Rotilicaf. Yeah. Okay. Please don't Rotilicaf.
I have
Please
your name
don't.
on my wall.
I thought it was cat originally. I'm like, no.
Rotilicaf. No. Cool. I was
No.
about to donate my crate. You better. Really? Are you not serious? Are you? I see you. Please don't. All right. Love you guys. Bye now.
Good night.
Good night. Let me
It's
see here. And
Well, sweet dreams, everyone.
bye, everybody.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams and good night.
And we'll